Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces at this time. Woo! How is everybody doing today? This reading is for June 7th or on or around June 7th, but I'm doing this on June 6th at 11:06 p.m. because since the 6/6 portal opened up fully, right now there's something that's going on behind the scenes. And this is going to put out another energy building because Mars and Ketu are going to be are coming into alignment. They're colliding. And this will happen on the 7th in the morning, okay? So happy Saturday. Together, these two forces stir up like a deeper kind of pain. It's a struggle or a karmic weight, so it's going to be kind of heavy. Only certain ones will fully recognize this. This alignment is not just for, it's not for a random discomfort, but it's exposing the hidden pain that you've been carrying silently, the kind that transform you when you face it directly. You're not being broken, you're being prepared. What you will feel is part of a final clearing before the new levels start opening up. Mars is a cosmic warrior and is aligning with Ketu, K-E-T-U, the silence severer, okay? So if you have been walking through life with heavy eyes, invisible bruises, the ones who know what it feels like to battle every single day without any audience, without an applause, this portal opens for the ones who kept going even when nothing made sense, okay? This kind of pain, the average soul has never tasted, okay? So these are selective few people that are going to feel this energy. Excuse me. Somebody does not want me to get this out. Lately, if you've been, you might have been, okay, so lately what's been going on, let's say you've been sleeping at night and you're not feeling fully rested when you get up in the morning, there's a reason behind that. It's because you're actually fighting a battle that's completely invisible to everyone around you. And, if any of you have been feeling that way, feel free, you can share it in the comments below, because I want a lot of you to know that you're not alone, okay? There's a number 191 that holds a signature of private victories, private battles, and missions that no one claps for. Also, if you've been feeling more exhausted and when you go to bed, it's because that your soul has been doing a mission while you are sleeping. This is called soul work. So while your body is asleep, the energy might feel heavy because this energy is not bringing in anything new. It's the same weight you've been carrying, only a bit heavier this time around. And it's actually returning to test you to see how much you really grown. It won't be over heartbreak or a deeper, like an anxiety feeling this time, because this energy is much, much older, okay? It's a pressure of when your soul gets called up to the Most High again, okay? Certain people don't learn this type of pain. They've carried it from lifetimes to lifetimes, after lifetimes. And when your soul gets summoned to step forward again, it presses harder. This is something activating in your nervous system. This portal initiates. The universe is basically asking you, can you hold this new voltage or higher frequency of energy before we give it to you, okay? So the universe is testing us. Your system is being pushed to the edge to upgrade your capacity. For many sensitive souls out there, the sensitive souls, the earth angels, your softness was never a flaw. It was a signal that you came into this world to bear. You didn't have any shields, no filters, or no protections. And you probably spent most of your life wondering why. Why did you have to meet the hardest, the evilest, or meanest people? Why did they have to find you? Why the pain hit deeper for you than anyone else? Like, life had to hit you harder than others, right? That's maybe, some of the questions you might have asked. Your soul came here not to defend these people or defend against it. You were called to be this sensitive soul so that you could transmute it. You weren't built to block pain. You were designed to absorb it and then rewrite it. Remember, energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be transformed into something else. Because the universe knows something that most people forget, right? Real alchemy doesn't happen inside thick walls, right? It happens when you let the storm hit you right in the face. You survive it without becoming that storm or those people, right? Or those entities. You weren't supposed to deflect the darkness. You were meant to walk straight into it, see it yourself with your own eyes, and then collapse under the weight of its own reflection. Okay? So basically you're walking mirrors. And when you meet somebody who's, let's say, narcissistic or abusive, and they attack you, you're not supposed to be like defense mode. You allow them to see themselves through your eyes. Okay? That's what we were meant to do. And we were meant to transform that and transmute that energy, which is why we've been doing all this healing work for such and such time. For, everybody's on a different journey. But if you're watching me, at some point you've been healing yourself for a reason, right? And this might even be the answer that you were looking for. Every betrayal you did not deserve, every sorrow you couldn't explain, and every abuse you couldn't speak on. That was the work. You've been doing the same sacred job all along, lifetime after lifetime. So your softness is not a liability. It was a cosmic mechanism, a spiritual bait, because only those who've shattered without hardening can carry this next wave of light. You might be called to vanish or to pull inward. So you might actually want to disconnect from everybody tomorrow, or in the next couple days, because remember, energy moves and flows. So you might want to disconnect from people, patterns, routines, conversations, relationships, jobs, hobbies, or even your dream states. And your dreams might not even feel like they're aligning with you anymore, because you've already outgrown all of these roles that you've been dealing with from the past, because this energy is not new. Okay, you're being extracted, basically, and you're being extracted precisely and intentionally. When the soul upgrades faster than the body can follow, isolation becomes a sanctuary. Okay, it is not a symptom. You're being refined. Mars is the force of forward motion, and Ketu is the silent cutter of cosmic and karmic ties. And when they end up together, that's why things get disrupted, right? Every false mirror is going to be disrupted. The ones that we see for ourselves and the ones others people see towards us or projected, towards us, but it bounces back, right? So these false mirrors, all of the ones that you ever performed in front of, this is basically the severing of the applause that you never needed. Okay? You're basically being shielded from energies that would distort this while you're being rewired. Okay? So that's why you're going to start probably pushing away a little bit, or not maybe not answering texts and kind of leaving people out in the, you know, not out in the cold, but you're just going to probably ignore or like go inward. So you're not being hidden from the world. You're just being hidden from those who don't know what to do with you. Stop judging yourself, people. Don't judge yourself during this time, because you're shifting dimensions and transmuting timelines by pulling away from codes that you don't know or that don't know you. You're not vanishing. You're just not visible to what was never meant to hold you and the light codes that you carry. So stay in your heart spaces. Everybody try to stay in your heart spaces, especially for the 7th or for today. When this shift completes, you are going to emerge, and not as a version edited for people's comfort. You return as the signal. You are going to be the beacon, okay? And when you return, you are going to be the signal that they won't be able to unsee. This is the return of sacred defiance. Mars governs action, the force that severs illusions and moves with it. You will no longer stay small to keep others comfortable. You're no longer going to compromise your energy just to avoid disruptions. This isn't ego. This is not egotistical. This is a spiritual defiance, because you are changing frequencies, and this new frequency doesn't apologize for honoring its own light code. This is you stepping into the universe saying, yes, I can hold this new code, and the universe wants you to act like it. This is an era where certain individuals begin to rise. This isn't about becoming harsh. This is about not confusing kindness with self-betrayal. This is about when softness gets misused, it becomes erosion. And let's all face it, we've been eroding long enough. So now it's time to reclaim your inner knowing as a sacred act. Peace will not be passive. It's going to be enforced. Your exhaustion, if you're feeling exhausted at this time, it's because you are on an assignment. And this assignment is from the Most High, or the universe, whatever you guys want to believe, that no one can see. Spiritual tasks are written, it's like written in invisible ink, felt only in the heaviness behind your own eyes. So only you can feel this. This is the responsibility that chose you. You did not choose it, but yet you're still showing up for it. Mars, the planet of war, has a force of detachment that moves with it. This is about missions that cannot be spoken out loud, instructions whispered into your aura, commands that bypass language, that land directly into your nervous system. No one will notice but you. And if you know, you know. You're being told to it's like you're being told to anchor into something, but yet you can't explain it. There's a reason the reason for this is because you're transmuting timelines. Why you were chosen and not other people, it's because you now know how to hold spiritual weight without dropping it. You now know how to walk through the fire without looking consumed by that fire. You've done it before, and this is why this energy is coming back around, and it's going to choose you again. So, sorry, peoples. Spiritual warfare doesn't always look like chaos. Sometimes it looks like just smiling through a storm that no one else can hear. You're not crazy, and you're not alone, but you are being tasked. This isn't a punishment. This is trust from the Most High and the universe. So while others are soundly asleep through this storm, you're being asked to stand in it, to ground it, and to transmute it. People might not know what you're doing or what battle you are in, but the energy does. So does the universe, and the universe is watching to see what you do with it. Just because people can't see the war doesn't mean you're not winning it. This is as above, so below energy. This is also soul work. This is people, for my light workers, and grid stabilizations. And this is also ancestral reconciliations and even collective energy work. You're not going to remember the details from your sleep because you're not supposed to. And this is for your protection. Compliments from the divine. Thank you. So you might feel like you might be worn down, like something passed through you and used your vessel as a portal, and now you're just going to be left with the echo of it. This is basically energetic activity in the nighttime, in the darkness, right? You're not tired because you're being lazy. You're carrying out soul work in different realms that most people don't even believe that exist. But you know that they do because you feel them. So if you feel like something's been happening in your sleep, just know that it did. So if you might start feeling aches and pains on your body, but you don't know where it came from. That's it. That's what's going on. While you're sleeping at night, you're working through the dark, and your fatigue that you feel will be the proof. Your path, and then while you guys are doing this, I can't say this word, paths, people's paths are going to start vanishing, because that's what we are doing. We are being called to, transmute timelines, transmute energy. So now people's paths, PATHS, will be vanishing at the speed of spirit now. Excuse me. So expect quick, sudden changes. This energy does not negotiate, and it does not wait for people to catch up. This energy just clears, again, past vanishing subtly. Some of you are going to be protected from your own survival instincts so that you do not go backwards. Okay? Some of you might grieve during this time, or might just feel confused, like you don't know what the heck's going on. And some of you might feel like your life is kind of like in a quicksand. Things are just like running through your fingers. Like you get a job offer one day, you're there for 2 days, and all of a sudden you get fired, There's that's the only one I could think of, but there's an example. Just things just going through your fingertips, like, wait a minute, maybe you just met somebody and now they kind of ghosted you, or at least it looks like they ghosted you, when in actuality, the path vanished, okay? So the tie is gone, or whatever it is. So it's because the wrong paths are not just being blocked, paths are now going to be erased. So basically what the universe is saying, time's up. This is forced change. This is happening for you and not to you. Some of you, and this is very important, you are not going to be understood, and you're not meant to be understood. And that's because you're going to be revealed. The tables are going to be set. Anyways, have fun with this energy. And let's just dive right into it. Ooh, wishbone. This is where people's wishes do not come true. There will be a wish that won't be granted. Why? Because things are going to happen for the highest good of all involved. What else do we need? Oops. Things are just gonna fall apart again. These are timeline shifts, forced change. Table, hard work ahead. Got a lot of work to do. I'll tell you what, my body hurts. One day I'm on one path, the next day I don't even know what's going on. I'll be real honest with you. I've already been experiencing now for like a couple weeks. Actually, probably for a couple years. So that to me makes a lot of sense because I've already been living it. Boat, money or prosperity through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Some of you guys might be traveling, maybe on a boat, Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is now over. Well, it is now, because things are going to be erased and cleared. And all of us light workers, or whatever you guys call yourselves out there, we're all doing this together because we are all one and we are all connected. Dagger, fear, worries, or tense situations. Remember, don't fear. It's time to cut. Don't go backwards. And if you try to go backwards, the universe is going to force that change. Okay? Whale, great worry over nothing. See, you're worrying over nothing. Because why? Lilies, spiritual love. Someone also might be getting their flowers. Someone might be getting celebrated. Bow, remember, you're being highly thought of, and it might not even be people in this world. Like when I say world, I mean on earth. You might have some high ranking up in the spiritual world right there. You know, you're being thought of upstairs, which is where you really want to be thought of. Anyways, give us a card, because that's where it all matters, right, at the end of the day. Travel, again. An upcoming trip proves to be a life-changing in positive ways. Some of you guys are going to be called to travel. And some of you, patience, please. What you're asking for is going to come about. Just have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first before you get whatever it is that you are asking for. So, confirmation. I like it. Anyways, what else do we need to know to move forward today? Give us a... Well, we're taking that one. Again, patience. All right, have some patience, people. That came out twice. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you are strong, and there's a reason why things are not aligning in the way that you want them to in this moment. But have some patience. It will all work out. Eventually, everything always works out for the best of everyone involved, not just you. You know what I mean? Anyways, what do we need to know for today? Mars and Ketu. Walking away, letting things go from the past. Six of Sword energy. Paths clearing. People can see clearly. This is like, you can clearly see where you want to go and where you don't want to go. Paths will be opening up just as quickly as they are erased. If you are an Empress, the Empress is in the house. What up, girlfriends? If you consider yourself an Empress, you already know that someone's been lying to you. And that person who's lying ain't even struggling. You're not struggling either. The contract is now broken. But they're asking you to dig deeper into something. Three of Wands energy. It was all part of the plan, is what I'm getting. The contract is now broken. So if you're an Empress and you have a liar that's around you, the tie will be severed. It was part of the plan. Some of you might need to look deeper, because I think a lot of you might quit your jobs, or someone's getting fired from a job. You might be quitting your job because you need to start having some fun. Today, if the energy does feel, if it does feel energy, try to make light of the situation. Try to have some fun. Go back into your inner child. Maybe something from your childhood is significant. If you have children, have some fun with your children. This is nostalgia energy. Again, energy coming back around. Those of you that, because it is Saturday, and you go out and have some fun, you're going to be returning back to companionship and financial stability because a cycle has completed. And that's awesome. Cycle's over. It's an ending. The World card is an ending. Also, some of you might want to go out and meditate especially if you feel fatigued and cider. Maybe somebody needs to drink some apple cider. Go out to a freaking orchard. I don't know. Get out in nature and go meditate. This will help you, especially if you have a sunny day. This will help, especially if your soul's been doing like spiritual work or soul work, and you're waking up tired. Once you get in front of that sun and you lay there and you let the sun and put your hands, you don't have to clap them, but just put your hands out and receive the sun energy. It will revitalize you. I've been doing that for the last couple days. And now, what's just really, really funny, I have a smiley face on my belly because I was actually not laying down. And when I stood up, I was like, oh no, I got a tan on my belly and now it's smiling. And I thought, that's funny. While all of you completed a cycle, many people are going to be in regret. You're ending a cycle, and whoever's been lying or other people around you are going to be in regret, because they're going to be in their feelings, because the truth is coming out. This is balance. This is justice. This is restoration. What was taken from you will be restored, and it's going to put everybody in their feelings. You will be revealed. Remember, I said that. And that's going to put a lot of people in their feelings. Why? Because you're walking in your light with your truth and your inner knowing. And that upsets a lot of people, especially people who have an entity attached to them. I'm being called to say this, and I can't believe I'm saying this. For those that do feel fatigued and knows exactly what I'm talking about, your priority is to be this sword energy, aggressive communicator. Maybe you need to communicate something. If you are being called to communicate something, then you better do it, because it's saying it needs to be your priority. Also, maybe the truth is coming out about a person who's been aggressive towards you. I don't really get that though. Maybe your priority is to speak some sort of truth. It might come out aggressively, but you're releasing yourself from it. It needs to be released. And the truth needs to come out. All right. I got two feminine energies that are in there, not upside down. They are upside down. This is reversal energy. So we got some unhealed women around us. Could be an air sign, could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. But basically bitter, jealousy, envy, manipulative, everything that you're not. The divine is stepping in and taking care of them. Also, you intuitively must know who these people are around you. But the divine is stepping in because you're going to have a new beginning. And you're not going to be brokenhearted either, because you already healed from the broken heart. They've hurt you enough, so they can't hurt you no more. Yep, the divine is asking people, don't do anything. Don't put matters into your own hands. Just be very happy. Because when this all unfolds and you get the clarity and you're like, and you know, sometimes this just happens. When you just kind of, you know what, I'm just going to do me. And you wake up the next day, let's say on Sunday or on Monday when you go back to work or your life, and you just chose to be happy. Sometimes you get like a huge surprise, right? Miracles happen all the time. And that's what I'm kind of getting from this energy. Don't do anything and just be happy. You know why? Because the more happier you are, these people, they didn't get to you. They didn't win. Whatever it is that they were trying to do. We don't know if they were trying to compete with you. Whatever it was, they wanted something of yours. Probably your light, the way you carry yourself. You're probably good looking, and they might not be, you know, who knows. Or they might be, they're just jealous. I don't understand that whole concept, but A lot of you are going to be very happy because you're going to get a new stable offer and you are going to have clarity. This is the new Ace of Pentacles. This means you are building your life on a new solid foundation, and nobody will be able to take that from you, because look at all those roots. And you are going to get a very good stable offer, and you're going to have clarity. This is the universe putting things back into balance. Also, some of you, especially if you're a fire sign, you need to forgive someone for a wrongdoing, or maybe you need to forgive yourself. Or forgive these two energies, whoever they are. This one is like a bitter and jealous woman, and this one's manipulative and guilt trips everybody. You know, just mean-spirited, cold as ice. Forgive them. Send them love. If you are a fire sign female, you are going to be universally guided to something. And also I'm getting a yes answer. Whatever it is that you're asking for, yes. You are going to be guided to could be an earth sign. Because you're going to help this earth sign release himself from something. So you're going to give them kind of like a key. You know, you might not even know it. But he is going to be releasing, or he's releasing himself from you. This is the God card. Also, if you're a fire sign and you're in your feminine energy and you have an attorney, I don't foresee, if you have a court case, some of you might not be going to court because it's like your attorney says it's already done. So I don't foresee you going to court if you have legal issues. At this time, that could change. This is my God card. God has stepped into the building and he's got a message for us. What does he have for us? Pay attention to written communication. Some of you that might have some legal issues, pay attention to documents. Do not sign without an attorney, okay? God is saying that when it comes to written communications, this is, you know, letters, emails, text messages. There's something that you don't know. He knows it, but you don't know. Maybe you don't know hold on. You might not know the intention behind somebody. Somebody doesn't know that their family is not happy with them. Apparently that's important. There is a family that's not happy right now, and it has a lot to do with a fire sign male. Maybe this fire sign male took more than he gave, or he stole something, and he's been sitting on it. He didn't want to put work and effort, and he took advantage of his family. It was written. It was part of a contract. If you are a fire sign male, you might either get married twice, or you are married twice. You are going to have a face-to-face talk. Maybe you've had 2 marriages. I'm also getting contract energy. Maybe God, you need to have a heartfelt conversation. Oh, God wants you to come clean. He wants you to do the right thing. He's giving you a chance to do the right thing. And if you do not, and he doesn't want you to have any help, he wants you to offer love. This is you needing to open up your heart spaces. So you have a lesson, and it's definitely orchestrated between you. So fire sign males, you and God might have a face-to-face talk. Travel will be on high. You're not going to hit rock bottom, or you're recovering from a major betrayal. Those that are traveling, let's say this weekend or will be soon, you're going to be like healing something and doing some inner work. Also pay attention to your intuition, because yeah, soul searching a lot. And then what kind of, like, if you're traveling, doesn't matter what energy you're holding, but it also I'm getting air sign energy as well. So air sign, especially if you're in your masculine energy, you're going to be soul searching probably on the 7th and then afterwards too. Also, remember, you didn't do anything wrong. There was no injustice. Judgment calls have been made. You are going to make a good decision. A lot of you males need to come from your heart space. If you do not operate in your heart space, it will fire back to you. It'll be a backfire. But right now I've got, especially if you're a water sign or just a man that's in his heart, like emotionally mature, maybe you're in love or you come from a place of your heart, like you're a sensitive soul, you have a really good change coming for you. Some of you single ladies out there, if you're holding the 9 of Pentacles energy, could be earth sign, or you're just a woman that's single and you got your shit together. Not only do you know, one more pentacle, you would have it all. Guess what? You're coming out. Maybe you spent some time in isolation. Secrets out, darkness to light. You're coming out, and you're coming out from the 9 of Pentacles as a Queen of Pentacles. So you're upgrading. Especially if you're earth sign energy, or you're just a single lady all about her money bags, got your shit together. This is a definitely, and you are protected at this time. I like that. Yeah, it means like you're not going to be moving forward. Nobody moved in with you. You're by yourself. You're a single woman. Yeah, you are. You're coming from the 9 of Pentacles, and now you're going into royalty. Let's just say that. There is something you see very clearly. You're not really moving forward at this time, and you're not celebrating something, and you're not reconciling from the past. Something did not end, but you already know who the real villain is. Somebody's going to be, there's going to be a table turn. Again, this is people that have money are suddenly going to not. Vanishes. People who don't have money, suddenly a windfall. This is the turning of the tides, the justice, the scales, and the, you know, when you see the justice card, you got a balanced scale. Well, it's been like this for so long. Now the universe is going to level that out. All right. What else? Let's see. Let's see what the dice have to say. What do we need to know? The number 6. So this energy is coming from the portal energy. I am getting a no answer. More people are going to be saying no. Maybe a lot of you need to start saying no, or you will be saying no to a lot of other people. I get like, I don't want to say it this way, but apparently I have to. You're going to be telling a lot of like people who are uneducated, who are insecure, who don't have hope or faith, probably have God complexes. It's like you're going to be telling these people, no, I don't even see you like talking to these people. It's like they'll try to talk to you and you walk away. It's like they don't even exist. Females, you are going to be walking away from narcissistic and abusive men. Something was not balanced out yet between you and that person. This person is not sad. He does not feel bad for what he did, but you are moving away. But something has not been balanced out yet. Just out of curiosity. It was part of a soul contract. You're going to be moving into okay, you are going to be moving. It was part of a soul contract. You will have an agreement. There will be an agreement that will be made between you two. Right now, things are not balanced, and that's why things haven't been moving forward. The universe is waiting for you to make the first move. If you make the first move, the universe is going to honor your decision. Whatever that means. Somebody needed to hear it out there. Let's see, what else do we need? Some of you might be wanting to keep a secret. Move in silence at this time. Children are significant. This energy might make children not happy. Maybe that's why you need, like if you have children, you need to have fun with them. Maybe get them out of the house. Be more empathetic towards the children. Something might have happened. Oh, some of you might be getting, okay, you are blocking yourself, but better days are ahead. Money is coming in slow. Yeah, the universe doesn't want you to do anything. Allow the background, they don't want you to put matters into your own hands. Align, that's what you need to do. The universe just wants you to align because they're already doing it in the background. The number 9 is significant, almost completion to a cycle. So 9 days, 9 o'clock, June 9th, because that hasn't happened yet, has it? I don't even know what day it is today. This is for the 7th. So June 9th, maybe. It's in a couple more days. That's a Monday. So hang in there. Hang in there. You know what? Before we end this reading, let's clear. Let's get something to clear out. Let's clear something. Oh. Ooh. We got this one and this one. So ironic that we got 2 fire cards because Mars is a fire. Mars is Aries ruling planet, actually. Anyways, this is for you, so speak it out loud, do whatever you need to do, but at least I don't know what I was gonna say. I just blanked out. Watch out for distractions at this time. All right, let's just start. All people, places, and things that do not serve my highest good is now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All people, places, and things that do not serve my highest good is now cleared and destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Goes right in with everything I was saying. All contracts of bondage and slavery over myself and my lineage is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All contracts of bondage and slavery over myself and lineage is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Cleared and destroyed. Anyways, let's end this beautiful reading because it is getting a little long. My apologies. Ascension. This came out, and try to do a chakra clearing tomorrow. I don't know if any of you guys know how to do it. I know I've taught a few, I've got some videos if you're welcome to take a look at them. It'll help you out, but try to do like a chakra clearing and try to reset your chakras today. Anyways, ascension. So look at that. That's an explosion. Boom. It's like the Big Bang Theory, right? Ascension is the path of those who are choosing to consciously step into a higher level of light or energy. That's what's going to happen. That's what we've been doing, but that's what's going to happen on today, or is happening today. When you step into the unknown in order to expand into an experience that is entirely new, you have then chosen to evolve. When you ascend, you merge with your higher self, opening your heart and expanding to reunite with Source. This is Christ light and all levels and layers of your authentic self. It is the returning to the experience of divine light and experiencing the highest levels of unconditional love and divine alignment with pure Source light in every area of your life. When you can expand your awareness, you then integrate with the higher vibrational energies consciously through your spiritual self and are able to ascend. This card was drawn because either you or someone you know is ascending, and ascension is a process of aligning with higher consciousness and with the divine. Time is an illusion. This doesn't happen instantly or automatically, but rather in increments. As we increase our present moment, illuminating one step at a time, it is not only spiritual, physical, or mental, but it has an impact on your entire being, how you relate to and interact with the world around you. To ascend is to realign with divine love and with awareness at an expanded level. Patience, compassion, space, and time is needed, either for you or for someone that you know. If you are not ascending, maybe it's time for you to expand by releasing, integrating, and healing past wounds, clearing energetic blockages, beliefs, fears, and limitations on yourself and others would be very essential at this time. Stop judging yourselves. Take this as a moment to pause and connect to the divine love it doesn't say that. Take this as a moment to pause and to connect to the divine love. Integrate your light with your being, mind, body, and soul. By the way, as I was saying that, be careful of someone around you trying to manipulate you or trying to manipulate your energy, okay? So definitely protect your energy, pull back from people. You're gonna feel it. Pay attention to your body. And when you ascend, and you'll start, if you get ascension symptoms, your teeth sometimes will feel like metallic or feel like they're vibrating in a sense. Your hair might get really, really, really dry. You might get really, really, really hungry, or you might not be hungry at all. So just, pay attention to your body. Definitely drink plenty of water. Try to get as much sleep as you can. Again, if you are feeling fatigued, go out and meditate and just sit in the sun and just, keep your hands out and allow the sun, receive the sun's healing energy and ask the sun to heal you. And I'll tell you what, after about 10, 20 minutes, you will feel energetic all over again. So it does work, so you guys all have fun. Happy Saturday and be safe out there, okay? Until we meet again.